I was a very curious soul since the day I'm born, I guess. I was a ballet dancer, circus acrobat, and swimmer, and I don't know, growing up taught me so many different things of the chapters I have been and lived through already in my young life that I decided I want to share it with you. Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I want to share what acting taught me about life, because I realized with having like a little break from acting for 6 months now, how much acting and spirituality and awareness and letting go and detachment and being present in the moment is actually connected. Because I was always wondering why acting feels so real to me, almost way more real than reality. And I was questioning why, until I realized that, so what do you actually do when you're acting? You get the script, you read it, and then you start to prepare the character, obviously. And while you're preparing the character, you imagine everything. How did this person grow up? Where is it coming from? You imagine the neighborhood, the friends, the parents. You might even have some like guidance from the director or the director, not the writer, but like, so that they tell you, okay, this person grew up here and there. That's the background. That's what they did in their childhood. But usually you have the creativity to imagine that for yourself if it's in alignment with, well, the script and the story. But you always double, triple check everything with the director anyways. So, and at the beginning I didn't realize why I was so drawn to acting. But actually the reason why I was so drawn to it is because you realize that right now you have your life, you have your own story, and so does anyone else. And what always fascinates me about acting is that when you're preparing for another character, you just realize that all of this is sort of an illusion, that it's real but it's not. And that whatever story you tell yourself can become your reality. And it's fascinating to me because you learn how to completely detach from any sort of outcome. You learn to detach even from yourself, because right now, let's say I'm Jenny, I'm living in Croatia, I'm working as an entrepreneur doing videos. But now I prepare a character of a young woman in New York who is trying to make it as a ballet dancer, and she comes from, I don't know, Tennessee, for example. And I just love to imagine how other people grew up and the experiences that made them who they are to where they are right now, because it just shows that everything is happening through our minds, and the stories we tell ourselves, that's who we are and who we become. So what acting taught me is that at any given point in your life, you can decide to become someone else. You can let go of your current identity, reality, personality, and create something new. And it works because it becomes real, Let's say, for example, in the past, I was someone who was anorexic. The second I started to heal and stopped telling myself, oh, I have anorexia, I am too skinny, I have no curves. Like, I was letting this part of my story, this part of my identity go. Sure, I still have the memories, I still know how it felt, everything, but I'm not constantly telling myself the same story again. And with acting, I just love that you get to know so many different types of people and lives and stories, because at the end I realized that everything is just a story, like everything we tell each other, everything we have experienced turns into a story. And with acting, so on set, let's say you have done your entire homework and you're getting ready, you're in hair and makeup chair, and you just like think about the lines again, or maybe you think about the scene, like what did you just do, everything, and then you enter set, you step into that life of the character. And
what's happening then is that you're fully present, because acting is all about listening and observing and being fully present while being fully detached from any outcome. That's why every single time you're acting, every single time you're on set, you're doing a scene, it feels completely different, because you can never repeat a present moment twice. And that's the beauty of it, because at the beginning you're so afraid. Of course, you want to do your best. We all want to give our best, hopefully, eventually. And then you're like, oh, but what if I'm not feeling like this? But what if I'm not? But what I've learned through acting is that that doesn't matter, you know? You just need to listen, observe, be fully present, and, well, just be who you are, and that's it. And I think for life, what that means is that whatever we do, the most important thing at the end is, yes, of course, do your work, be prepared, put in the hours. But then when you're actually engaging with the world, when we are seeing our family, when we're seeing our friends, when we're having this meeting, engage fully. Listen, observe, and don't fill yourself before with, oh, I will say this, I might say that. Of course, I mean, on set, you're saying the lines you've learned, but the thing is, even if this sounds maybe weird right now, but the lines come out so naturally, you don't even think about them. Because right now, when I'm speaking to you, I'm also not thinking, I'm just expressing how I feel and expressing what I want to share with you. Of course, this morning while I was thinking, okay, I actually wasn't thinking, because I do it like this. I'm just like, in the evenings, I'm like, universe, tell me the topic you want me to do a video about the next day. And then I wake up in the morning, and the first line I have in my head, this is the video I make for the day. And actually now I had the intuitive idea that I want to start a series because about what life taught me. Because I have a part when, for example, what acting taught me, what bodybuilding taught me, what having a sugar daddy taught me, what being single for 6 years taught me, what having no sex for 4 years taught me, and all these things. And I just thought that it can help a lot of people to share my own experiences, and people might identify with them, and then we can all grow, learn, and heal together. So back to acting. It taught me to be fully present. It taught me to listen. It taught me to observe. It taught me that it is okay at any given point in life to just let go of who you are and become who you really want to be. And you have that power every single day. You can just decide to change. You can decide to be someone else, to become someone else. You can speak differently. You can behave differently. You can dress differently. You can engage differently. You can work differently. Like literally every single thing you're doing throughout the day, you can do it differently. And acting showed me that, for example, let's say I am portraying a lawyer, then I would do my things completely differently. Let's say we have some assumption about a lawyer, very stressed, very on point, working extremely hard, not so much time for family, getting maybe 1 30-minute run in a week. So you're getting into this mental state of being a very busy, high-ranked lawyer, okay? And that also means, for example, that if you are so stressed and you just don't want to be that anymore, you can change. You can train yourself with telling yourself a different story, and you can become someone who takes it easy, you know, who takes a breath, who calms more down, who goes for a slow walk in nature, who reads more books, who spends more time with family. You can become that person at any given point. So acting taught me to change, that a change of personality is always possible, and that the most important thing in life is to be fully present and to detach from the outcome, because it really doesn't matter what you will be doing in 5 minutes, you know, because these 5 minutes, they come anyway. But the more centered you are and the more you just focus on what you're doing right now, me talking to you, doing this video, you forget about everything else, and then you actually have the energy and the concentration, the creativity to really use your full potential in that moment. I mean, of course, am I a bit afraid of how my videos will be perceived here and how everything will go, but on the other side, I'm also thinking, but maybe tomorrow the internet is shut down everywhere, and then it doesn't matter. So why not try, you know? And why not try to leave a positive impact on this world and make it a better place? And if only one person feels a little bit better or inspired or heard and seen after watching one of my videos, then wow, that's that's already awesome, you know? So yes, this was a little morning talk about what acting taught me. And I hope that the advices will help you to be more present, to realize that you can change your identity and personality at any given time, which will then lead to a life change. And just detach, you know, from tomorrow, from the afternoon, just engage fully in the present moment and listen and observe more. And yeah, I believe you will feel way better, you know. So yeah, thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and we speak soon. Like and subscribe and leave any comment you like. Goodbye.